For decades, the console hooked up to your TV or monitor has been the center of your gaming universe, the undisputed peak. But unfortunately, that reign is coming to an end. The future of gaming is no longer locked to your television. It is in your hands. Today, I'm going to tell you about the Steam Deck and how it has impacted my life in ways that I could never have imagined. And I don't think it's something that you can ignore any longer. This is a tipping point in the gaming industry. Let's talk about it. Let's be honest, who has time for appointment gaming anymore? For years, dedicated gaming meant being tied to a chair or being tied to your couch. It was kind of an event that you had to plan for. You'd have to carve out time for gaming and glue yourself to a screen and give it your undivided attention. But a lot of us are realizing now modern life is so busy. That kind of commitment is now a luxury. This is where, in my opinion, the handheld revolution has changed everything for gaming. Now, me personally, I can't find a justifiable reason to sit at a desk for more than 2 hours. I will feel lazy and I will feel like there are other things I can be doing. Now, ask yourself this. How many times have you thought about booting up a game, but it just seems like such a chore, such a task, such a commitment? And that's because it is. It really is. To sit down at a desk or on a couch and glue yourself to that screen is very hard to do nowadays. A lot of us have grown up. But with handheld gaming, I can now find a way to fit gaming into the cracks of my life. The Steam Deck has been the perfect little companion for my lifestyle. It is simple enough to just turn on and turn off. I can pick it up, put it down whenever I want, as opposed to booting up a PC and waiting 5 minutes for all the pop-ups to stop popping up. It is an insane time to be a gamer, and especially a handheld gamer. And if this is something that you want to get into, please feel free to subscribe. I'm at about 700 right now. I'm trying to get to 1,000, so I'd really appreciate it. But if this is your thing, there's much more to come of this kind of content. So please stick around and let me know, why haven't you been able to game? Is it a busy schedule? Is it a lack of enthusiasm to pick up the controller? Let me know down in the comments. Instead of scrolling for 15 to 20 minutes, I actually have time to enjoy a hobby that I've kind of lost the love for. And not on purpose, but just because it was so hard to commit to. But I want you to think about this. Imagine playing your favorite game or a new game that you're trying out while dinner is in the oven. Handheld gaming is something that molds to your life. And the crucial part that I think needs to be talked about more is that we're no longer sacrificing the experience for portability. The old story of portable gaming was that, yeah, it's fun, but it's no AAA game. It's no AA game. It is probably at best Pokemon or a Mario game. At least that's what I thought before I got into this space. But now you can play the exact game as intended, like Cyberpunk 2077. You are running maybe anywhere from 45 to 70 FPS, depending on what your graphics are. You can run Baldur's Gate 3 exactly how it's supposed to be. And these are games that you would play on a big desktop PC. And now it has amazing quality in your backpack. Gaming has finally broken free from the TVs and monitors, and it's ready when you are. Now, the tech explosion caused by the Steam Deck started an all-out arms race. Although the Steam Deck OLED is one of the best handhelds still around, in my opinion, it kind of depends on what you want your gaming experience to be like. Now, the Steam Deck OLED in particular is rocking a beautiful 7.4-inch HDR OLED screen. Now, the hardware itself isn't going to be an amazing top-tier high-end experience. Now, what it is going to do for you is play indie games flawlessly, give you a great user experience, and support some AAA games that don't absolutely break your CPU. For me, the biggest thing is just the seamlessness. You can just put it down, pick it up. Like I said, it is so easy to use and simple. I feel like anybody could pick it up, and it's perfect for people who don't have a lot of time for gaming but still want to enjoy it somehow. But for as much as I love the Steam Deck, it is not for everybody. Some people want really high-end experiences and are willing to spend the money that it takes to get that experience. So for those, I would recommend the ROG Ally line, which is coming out with a new ROG Ally X box. Now, this is a pretty premium device. It is rocking a 1080p screen with a 120 Hz refresh rate. It's got 24 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage, and it's got an Xbox handheld OS experience built into it already. The pricing for this is about $1,000. Now, we've also got the Lenovo Legion Go S, which is also a great experience. Some people consider it to be the best handheld on the market right now, and there's even an option to buy it with the Steam OS built into it already, which just kind of puts it above the rest, honestly. We've also got the really beefy MSI Claw 8. This thing is a unit. It's got about an 8-inch screen and a 120 Hz refresh rate, and it's rocking Intel's latest core processors, which makes it a beast for AAA games. So where is all of this headed? What does this mean for the future of technology and how you game? Well, the devices are finally powerful enough to replace your PCs and consoles. Just in 2025 alone, PC handhelds are expected to sell 2.3 million copies all across the board. Since 2024, that is a 32% increase in sales. So this probably isn't a fad or just some kind of trend. It is probably here to stay. But does this mean traditional console gaming and desktop PC gaming is dead? No, not overnight at least. There's always going to be room for that big cinematic experience, and I think that that is something that you should think about. And if you're willing to commit to that screen, sitting down at a couch, sitting down at a desk, then I don't think handheld gaming is for you. But if you're like me, if you have a very busy schedule, if you have those little cracks where you just find yourself scrolling and you feel like you should be doing something better, then yes, absolutely. Pick yourself up a Steam Deck, pick yourself up an ROG Ally X, anything. It is evident that the role that the home gaming experience provides from a console or a PC is being dethroned. The future of console gaming is now turning from a stationary task to a hybrid experience. It's about having the choice to play on your TV, but also having the freedom to take that exact experience anywhere you'd like. And with the new ROG Ally Xbox, they are collaborating with other companies to bring that experience to you. And while a true Steam Deck 2 is still a couple years out, making the Steam Deck OLED a very viable choice still, this is still a very special moment in gaming history. Much like the Game Boy Advance and the DS and the PSP, this is a turning point for how you play games. Gaming is now about the choice that you get to make on how you enjoy your games. While a lot of us are still getting busier with life, the future of gaming is powerful, it's flexible, it's portable. So the only question left is, are you ready to make the switch? Or is the big screen still going to be your undisputed king? There's nothing wrong with that, but just know that the handheld gaming revolution is here, and it's ready for you to pick it up and put it down at any given time. Well, thank you guys for joining me on this deep dive. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that I also helped you in your choice of whether you want to stay at a desk or if you want to pick up a Steam Deck or an ROG Ally X and join the fun. So please make sure that you subscribe if you like this kind of thing, because I am trying to get to 1,000. I'm so close. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.